when I was working for MOD, so it was about 12, 13 years ago, and we were really struggling with the Chinook helicopter repair programme. We're way behind schedule, but we put together a recovery plan, and historically they'd only ever done just short of 2 aircraft a month. And we're pushing everything at it. We got prioritisation through the airfield. Everything and everyone on site was focused on improving Chinook output. And I remember getting the call one late Saturday. We'd expected to get 2 that day. We actually got 3 aircraft out in one day, which in comparison to 20 the previous year was astounding. And for us it was a real turning point, because people then started to believe that the recovery programme would work. The customer was elated, but most importantly for the team, they could see that actually things were going to start getting better. And we were one ahead for the programme, so it was an outstanding day. I've been with my last job, and whilst it took me about 6 months and tried really hard with the chief exec to keep manufacturing in the UK, unfortunately for a number of factors, it was a battle that just couldn't be won. So I had to find a good way of being able to move the manufacturing and impact as few people as possible. So the one thing I would change is to have really convinced the chief exec that actually we needed to keep manufacturing in the UK, had skilled people doing an excellent job, and in my personal humble opinion, it was not the best thing to do long term. But yeah, the joy of business and doing what's best for the long-term future. I think if I could get the absolute and total truth to one question, it would be the same question that many parents ask, which is, will my children have the same or better opportunities that I've had? I'm a doer at heart, so to sit around and not do much, that's not in my DNA. So for me, I've either got to be fixing things, so either renovating the house, or I've recently rebuilt a Land Rover. So basically lots of DIY type stuff. And if I've run out of stuff, then I'll help other people do theirs. Last week was an interesting week. At the same time as rebuilding the kitchen at home, I helped a farmer friend with laying some concrete bases in a barn of his, which he's now going to rent out as a storage unit. So once again, highlight was being able to help out a friend, but also learn something new in the process. Other than being at home, it's a tricky one. I think in a work situation, I feel most at home in amongst a team, helping a team to navigate through difficult problems and find solutions, and ultimately get rid of headaches for the businesses. But outside of work and outside of home, then it would be in the desert of all places. I've spent a lot of time in deserts over the years, and I like the peace, the solitude. The only karaoke song that I've sung is Hey Jude, so that would probably be it. My favourite ice cream flavour is probably going to be vanilla, because I like simple. Well, the best one is undoubtedly a short wheelbase Land Rover I bought 20 years ago, and since then it's driven across I think about 22 different countries. The worst purchase I made, and it's not because of the technology of the particular vehicle, but it was around the timing that I bought it. I bought a Land Cruiser in Australia thinking that I'd go back several times. I only did the one trip, left it with some relatives, and it ended up getting scrapped, so that was probably the worst purchase. Quite a surreal experience. I'm really staggered that I've won it. I'm hugely honoured that I've won it, but above all, it's really all the people that have been on the journey with me through life who've got me here. So really, it's just I'm the person on behalf of the team who's there to accept it. But yeah, very, very gratefully accepting it.